Hello everyone, welcome back in my channel. Today I am going to discuss the another part of method of educational psychology. So previous day I I had discussed about the educational methods of educational psychologies, the steps number one number one steps of educational psychology. So that was the introspection method. Now today I am going to disclose the number two method, observation method. So let's start. So at first, the observation is the name of this method. Observation meaning viewing or seeing. So observation is a method of data collection, is the different form of viewing, the such as casual viewing. So observation is the method of data collection of the different form of the casual viewing. So observe some things, any things we have observed, that times we use this observation method. So there are some stages of observation method. Now we are going to disclose these steps of observation method. So now I am going to disclose or explain the stages of observation method. The observation method are four parts. So number one is selection, number two is recording, number three is analysis, and number four is interpretation. So number one is selection. Selecting a particular aspect of observation is called selection. So selection is the selection a particular aspect of observation is called selection. Number two is recording. To keep an account about the observer. To keep an account the observer aspect in writing program of yourself. It's called recording. So keep an account about the observer aspect in written program of yourself. It's called recording. Next, analysis. Analysis means examining the elements of structure of the observer aspect in details. So examining the elements of structure of the observer aspect of detail. At last, interpretation. Interpretation is the exploring the aspect of the observation, providing and measurement. So interpretation is explaining the observation, is explaining the aspect of the observations of providing and measurement or measurement. So this is the four steps of observation method. Now I am going to discuss of observation method characteristics. So what is the characteristics of observation method? Number one, observation methods must be systematic. So number one characteristics is this observation method must be systematic. Next, two, observation method must be specific. Observation method must be specific. Number three, observation method must be objectives. Observation method must be objectives. And number four is observation is recorded immediately. Observation method recorded immediately. As well as observation number five is the observation is expert. Observer is a expert who observe the things. He must be a expert. So this is the 5 main characteristics of observation method. Now I am disclose the another part of observation method. The part is types of observation. So at sometimes ago, previously we discussed about the characteristics of the observation method. Now we are going to expose the types of observation method. There are 6 observation methods types, 6 observation method types. Those are number 1 is this is naturalistic observation method. Number 2 is control observation method. Number 3 is structured observational method. Number 4 is unstructured observational method, and number 5 is participant observation method, and number 6 is non-participant observation method. So 6 are the types of observation method. So let's explain. First we going to explain the observation methods. Number 1, naturalistic observation method. So this is the name of the naturalistics, when people observing in their normal environment. When a people observing from his normal environment, it's called naturalistic observation method. Number 2, controlled observation method. This is the scientific based or lab based method. It is a totally scientific or the lab based method. This is all things are controlled or lab oriented. So number 2, control observation method is totally based on scientific or lab basis method. So number 3, structured observation method. This structured observation method is called systematic observation method. In this session, the coordinate schema is used by the researcher. So in this session, the coordinate schema is used by the researcher. Next, number 4, structured observation method. So in this method, the researcher recorded the behavior can be seen. So in this unstructured, where we or the researcher not structured the behavioral things, they are also this is also unstructured. So it is called for unstructured observational behavior. So number 5 is participant observation method. So number 5 is the participant observation method. This is the only involves active participants. Only active participants involved in these observation methods. These observation methods also divided into 2 parts. But number 1 is overt and number 2 is covert. So what is overt and what is covert? Let's explain. Overt, when the participant must be aware about the observation, that times it's called the overt observation. When a participant must be aware for observation, it's called overt participant observation. And number 2, when the observer or participant is not aware for his observation, this time it's called the covert or participant observation. So overt and covert are the 2 parts of the participant observation method. And last is non-participant method. When a participant is not actively at all, when a participant not actively at all, it's called non-participant observation method. When a participant is actively at all, not only not actively at all, that times it is the called non-participant observation method. So this is the total sessions of the observation method. Today we know about the observation method. Next day we will discuss the another topic of methods of educational psychology. So today I quit my sessions here, and next day I will explain another topic. So I quit this session here. Thank you all. Thank you, class.